Ahora ya no voy a poner música porque, pues, es de terror. Continuar. Desgraciadamente este juego no viene... bueno, sí viene en español, güey, pero no doblado y subtítulos. Pero por alguna puta razón que no entiendo, no me deja ponerle subtítulos, güey. No es que los necesite, pero es que tampoco mucha gente va a entender, güey, si es que no sabes inglés. Claro está. Aquí hay algo, what the fuck. Ah, vale, encuentra la batería. Ah, en eso quedé, sí, cierto. Ya, tranquilo. Está en el fondo de un túnel. No puede ser. Pinche juego, me trae nostalgia, güey. Pero una nostalgia, puta madre. No, no, no. Terrible, brother.
Well, this should be perfectly safe.
Ay, Dios. Ay, más arañas de estas, güey. ¿No qué hay? Aquí no hay nada, ¿no? Oh, aquí hay bengalas. Ah, no. Ah, qué pedo, güey, mal. Pensé que eran bengalas, GG. um, ¿Es por acá? Ah, no. Ok. Maldita sea, putas arañas. Dame esa madre.
Now I just need her to charge this up.
Hay que cargarlo, me lleva la... Oh, fuck. No. Suéltenme. ¡Ah! ¡No! Pero déjame ir. ¡Ah! No, no voy a pelear allá, güey, que se jodan. Ahora sí, de una en una culeras. Ok, ya no hay nada. Ah, no, sí hay. Pero, ah, ahí viene. Listo, ya no hay nada. Puta madre, güey. Con lo mucho que me encantan las put... Joder, macho. Joder, macho. Ah, pero déjame mover la cámara. ¿Sabes qué? Carajo. No, yo me voy, güey. Adiós, güey. No me importa, no me importa. Adiós, adiós, adiós. Ah, hijo de puta. No te canses, güey. Corre. No, yo no voy a pelear las arañas, güey. Al chile no vale la pena. Sigue corriendo. Oh, llegué, güey. Madre mía, Dios. Joder. Tengo que cargarla, ¿no? Pero creo que algo malo le pasa. Así que vamos a explorar, güey. Por si no nos dejamos páginas por aquí, güey. No me acuerdo si exploré, güey, antes de irme la vez pasada. Ay, cara. Ah, siguen las arañas, ¿no? Vale. Ok. Vale. Déjenme en paz. Oh, mira, perfecto. Lo que quería. Bueno, lo que vienen.
To change reality, you nudge it into the right direction. Your version of it is there, waiting. It wants to come true. All you need to do is help it achieve its potential. The devil is in the details. You change the details of the scene to match those on the page. If you get the details right, if you achieve that critical mass, the shift will come, and the rest of your new reality overrides the existing paradigm. The lie, no matter how outrageous, is now the truth.
Sí. Alan, güey, el campeón de la luz, güey. deformador de la realidad, güey. A su antojo. Fuck. Joder, ya era el último. The devils is on the details. Todavía no agarro el límite. Ya estoy en el límite. Me regreso. ¿Y no puedo abrir esta puerta? Joder, no puedo. Por si acaso, ¿no? Por si acaso. Por si acaso. Hijo, ahí viene. Uy, papá. Uy, uy, uy. No, aléjate de mí. No, que te alejes de mí. Uy, papá. No, güey, matan un disparo, qué pedo, güey. Pero no sé si eran enemigos débiles o medios, güey. Porque si eran medios, entonces sí vale la pena. Todavía no llego al límite. Ah, ok, ya llegué al límite. Me regreso, perdón. Es mentira, es mentira. Estoy jugando, jaja, XD. Oh, fuck. Adiós. Ok. Entonces, aquí no hay nada, ¿no? Aquí no, aquí es árido, güey. Aquí no hay nada, güey. Es puro pinche desierto. Y el minimapa tampoco es que ayude, güey. No. Literalmente dice que no hay nada, entonces nos vamos. Sí, sí, porque yo prefiero investigar, güey, antes de que seguir la misión, güey. Porque es repetir otra vez, una y otra vez la puta. Porque no se guarda, güey. Si yo encuentro una página y digamos que es la última, ¿no? Que necesito, ya no se guarda, güey. Tengo que completar el nivel para que la página guarde, güey. No, no, sí, güey. Uy, Dios. ¿Qué? Ok. No, pues no. Ah, como chingas de don. Yo vengo de acá, técnicamente, güey. Pero... Nada, que va, güey. Tengo que volver de todas maneras, güey. No, 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 no. A ver. Me va a atacar algo, ¿no? Eso no es una página porque yo vengo de ahí, güey. Puede que aquí haya algo, güey. Pero no estoy seguro. Ah, joder. Qué pendejo. Acabo de desperdiciar una bala, güey. Qué imbécil. ¿Eso no me ataca? Bien. Menos mal, güey. ¡Ah! ¡Coño! Con razón decía, la pinche música no para. ¿Qué pedo? Se ya maté a todos los enemigos acá. Dame. Dame. ¿Esto qué es? La M1, ¿no? Aquí no hay nada. Yo recuerdo que si venía por acá... En una piedra había página, pero... Ah, por acá. Es este. Creo. Porque no me dice que sí, ¿eh? Ok, es el límite del mapa. No, no, no es. No es cierto, no es cierto, no es cierto. Estoy jugando, estoy jugando. Estoy jugando. No me voy a salir del límite. Ok. Recarga. Joder, macho, de verdad. Ay, me encanta esto. No sé si era ahí, güey. Yo recuerdo que era atrás de la gasolinera, güey. Pero no sé si realmente era ahí, güey. Wow, todo no llega al límite del mapa, ¿en serio? Ok, ya lo estoy tocando. Vamos. No veo página, güey, literal. Joder. Verga, no hubiera desperdiciado esa bala, güey. De saber que me iba a faltar uno. Ah, bueno, técnicamente no, güey. Nah, ni pedo. Hijo de perra, güey. Sí, no, creo que ya no hay, güey. Voy a revisar allá y me regreso, güey. Ah, de hecho aquí hay munición. Es verdad. Dame. 15, hijo de perra. Momento 8, güey. Porque 7 y 7 son 14 y 1 son 15, entonces son 8. Así es, matemáticas, hijo. Aprende, aprende, aprende algo, dinero. Me cago. Ah, pues ahora toca ya, güey. ¡Sí! No. Papeado. Papeado tú también. No, pues no. No hay nada. Esto ya lo agarré. Creo que ya, güey. Solo faltaría la página de ahí, entonces. Lo bueno es que es un juego cortito,
Found the
güey.
battery.
Okay, I'll charge it. Here. Try not to get killed.
Que no te maten. Ok.
Okay. I'm gonna take care of this. Try to stay calm.
Look, what if you stay here with me, please?
I'm
Please.
sorry, but if I don't deal with this, no one else will.
Yeah, I guess. It's just that this is getting really creepy. I believe this is real, but I don't understand any of it. I'm getting scared.
Sigue
I
lloviendo,
can't
güey.
believe
Qué
you're
pedo.
so calm.
I get scared, but I've had a lot of time to get used to it. That helps. The guy who looks like me is the reason this is happening. I caught up with him, but he swept me back
¿Por qué
here.
te mueves?
Back in time.
Yeah, it's a trap. We'll be doing this forever unless I can break out of it.
How are you gonna do that?
I'm working on it. I came prepared, but things got kind of scrambled when I arrived. I'm tracking down the things I need.
Yeah, well, feel free to climb back into your DeLorean or whatever it is you do.
En tu DeLorean, hija de la chingada. Bueno, al menos sabe de referencias God, güey. Es lo bueno. ¿Esto qué es? Ah, es un machine. Y encima es la T81, güey. No me gusta tanto esa arma, si te soy honesto. Joder, es uno de estos, güey. Adiós. Adiós, muy buenas, me presento. Soy calibre 70... No, soy calibre 5.56. Que te jodan. ¿Otra vez? Papiados. Wow, ¿quién diría? Yo pensé que
Here
no.
we go again. Better get ready to run.
Lee el manuscrito, ya sé, güey. Ya hicimos esto una vez, güey. No tengo que recordarlo. Poner el CD. Poner la válvula. Que fluya la puta gasolina esta del petróleo. Ponerla esta y encender la luz. ¡Ah! ¡Córrele, gordo! ¡Córrele, gordo! ¡Córrele, gordo! ¡Ah! ¡Córrele, gordo! ¡Córrele, gordo! ¡Ay, pendejo! Papiado. ¡Ah! Adiós.
We'll be in trouble. Better hurry.
Ah, me sigue. Adiós. Adiós también. Vale. Tendría que salvarla ahora, güey.
Emma! Coming!
I knew something bad was gonna happen.
This is not a bad thing!
No. Cancelado. Adiós.
How many more of these guys are there?
Megábola.
Keep your
Uy,
head
valió.
down.
No debí haber gastado. Adiós. Adiós. Papiadísimos, güey.
It's okay. It's safe now.
Ay, cabrón.
I got a really bad feeling about all of this.
I'm gonna need those keys to the diner now. There's a motel key there that I have to get.
Oh, hey, you don't have to do that. I have the motel master key. I work for the same company, you know. What's at the motel?
Well, there's a dead guy. He's got something I need to get into the Mount Redtooth Observatory.
God, that's awful. Hey, you wanted to know about the guy who looked like you, didn't you?
The last time you said he had a party, but you didn't go.
No, that's not true. I did go. It was really great at first, and then I didn't see it myself, but I hear he turned nasty. He hurt a bunch of guys pretty bad, and there was this girl, she died. But I didn't hear about that until afterwards. I thought that he was so charming.
And then he went to the diner.
That's right. I wasn't involved with that at all. I don't know what happened.
Sí, básicamente, güey.
I need to check out these motel rooms. In the meantime, you stay here, okay? I'm serious. Keep the lights on and stay here.
Yeah, okay, you got it. I sure hope you're right about this.
You're gonna stay here this time, right?
Because the
Claro.
last time I didn't, and that thing, whatever it is, happened to me,
Yeah. I don't want you to get hurt again.
don't worry, I'm gonna stay put. I don't remember what happened exactly, but I learned my lesson.
Aprendió la lección.
It doesn't have to happen exactly the same way this time around. You proved that much when you went out and got those things for me. I think you're gonna be okay.
Let's hope you're right.
Esperemos que tenga razón. Bueno, voy a parar un momentito en un momento. Solo de 6 minutos. Ok, con cuidado. Cuidado, pa. Sigue lloviendo. Vale. Ojalá tarden un poco más, güey. No, la mat.
The memory of her own fate haunts Emma Sloan and fills her with dread. This time, she does as she's told. It's not enough to save her.
Valió madre, güey. Se lo come el chamuco. Hijo de la chingada. Voy a agarrar esto antes de que se me olvide. Ah, vamos. Agarra el manuscrito. Los amigos de Wake.
Alice and Barry, my wife and my best friend, are easily the two most important people in my life, and they've never really gotten along with each other. I suppose both of them resent the other's intrusions into what they considered their domain. After I was gone, they maintained an uneasy truce. My book stayed in print, still selling, the licensing machine churned away. She was my wife and controlled the intellectual property. He was my agent and took care of the business. I wish they found more common ground than that.
Básicamente, güey, sí. Que desearía que, aunque su esposo y su amigo no se llevan muy bien, que cuando se trata del trabajo, pues sí, son bastante eficientes, pero también le gustaría que tuvieran más cosas en común que solamente el trabajo, ¿sabes? Que desearía que se llevaran mejor, güey. Aquí no hay nada, ¿o sí? Aquí es donde encontré la página. Ah, mira. Lagoon Ammo. Fergun. Ah, Fergun. Ok. Todo un pedo, güey. Ya. Solo faltaría este cuarto. Y volvemos. Aquí. La otra vez no agarré, güey. Aquí había algo, pero no lo agarré, güey. Qué pendejo. Chingada suerte.
It's said that nobody knows what the future might bring, but for this man, it's no longer entirely true. A weaker man might simply give up, but the champion of light is an expert on destiny. Sometimes the puppet and puppeteer can be one and the same.
Vale, al Red Tooth. Montaña Diente
Mount
Rojo.
Red Tooth, its top littered with man-made eyes that stare into the endless depths of space. Tonight, the champion of light will depend on them to pick out a message from the ether.
Del etéreo, básicamente. Para seguir consiguiendo el arma, güey, que necesitamos. Son 3 loops, güey, así que...
As history repeats itself, the man remembers the patterns. He knows that he needs the missing part for the telescope.
Puta madre. Lo bueno es que ya sabes qué hacer al principio, güey.
Oh, praise be. You guys are coming through for me. A pretty little light just started blinking on my board here, and that means there's a caller out there.
Wow. Nope. Papeado. Ay, cabrón. Ah, ¿no los maté? Maldita sea. ¿Esto qué demonios es, güey? ¿Es un minero? Uy. Sí, es como un minero, güey. Ya, jode, coño. Vale. De Imagine Ray. Sí, esto... Oh. Joder, macho. ¿Dónde estás, hijo de...? chiste es gastar munición a lo pendejo, güey. Oh, dice que... Oh, dame. Ya ni vi, güey, es verdad. New fragment, reality, new fragment. Ok, ahorita lo veo esto. Esto los voy a ver. Oh, que la verga. A ver, ¿qué es esto? Hunting... Ah, oh, pero nada, está bien. Nah, I'm good, bro. Antes de proseguir, ajá, lo que te iba a decir. Una página y está allá adentro, Joder, macho, cómo se ve que aquí. Aquí me van a emboscar, güey. Pero, agárralo. Eso. A ver. Nueva realidad, fragmento 1.
The atmosphere in the projection booth at the drive-in was charged, almost unreal. Despite that, the air felt cool and refreshing this late at night. It'd been a hot day. The summer was nearing its end, but it wasn't over yet.
Ah, claro, ese es el arma, güey.
There are places where our world is worn thin, and another reality brushes against it.
Espérate, ¿qué decía? Verdades cosmológicas.
There are places where our world is worn thin, and another reality brushes against ours. One such site is Cauldron Lake near Bright Falls, Washington. But there are others. That other reality is dark, vast, and malleable, always in flux. In its depths dwell vast forces and alien energies. They're dangerous. But in one of these places, if you know how, you can channel the power of that place and use it to shape reality.
Sí, básicamente, güey. Hay lugar... Oh, espérate, doctora Meadows.
When Dr. Rachel Meadows got the call from Michael, telling her to hurry to the observatory, she didn't waste any time. It had been a nice party. She'd had a good time, but her social life would always play second fiddle to the mysteries of space. Michael never showed up, of course. He'd pulled over at the wrong rest stop. She never even thought about him at the time. The phenomenon in the sky above her was too fascinating.
Sí, básicamente lo que dice es cierto. Cauldron Lake se podría decir que es un lugar que en la realidad del cosmos es tan fino que otros universos podrían traspasar por ahí. Tiene razón. En el universo de que es de Alan Wake de Control, es una explicación bastante lógica, güey. No me acuerdo. En Control, creo que les decían thresholds, güey, pero no me acuerdo cómo se llamaba en español ahorita. Oh, shit. No me acuerdo cómo se llamaba ahorita mismo. Ahí está la cámara. Here's the fucking camera. Aquí no hay nada, ¿verdad? No, vámonos. ¿Quién? Estoy alucinando. Pensé que habían llegado mis papás, güey. Literal aluciné bien ojete, güey. Ay, Dios. Ah, que la verga. El pinche darqueto, güey. Déjame, joder. Sí, sí, sí. Vas a aterrizar en algún momento, hijo. Adiós. Regresa al telescopio. Pero igual necesitamos abrir las válvulas de refrigeración, ¿no? Yo recuerdo que era eso. O teníamos que abrirlas esas para... O era la cámara la que las rompía, güey. Ya no recuerdo. La verdad. Al chile no me acuerdo, güey. No, al parecer aquí no hay nada. Quiero investigar todo esto porque no quiero dejar nada atrás. Perdón si tardo mucho, güey. Demonios. Coño. Ya no. Pues sí. Punto de control alcanzado. Quiero mi escopeta, muchas gracias. La naturaleza de las historias.
Stories come naturally to us. We can't help it. There are many different worlds, many competing realities within our heads, fueled by books, television, even barely remembered childhood tales. There's an endless supply of fictional concepts more familiar to us than anything or anyone real. We have a far greater connection to the fictional characters we know and love than the random people we pass on the street. Our destinies and inspirations are shaped by lies, myths, and fables.
Oh, sí, cierto. Es un poco triste, pero sí, cierto. Básicamente nos está diciendo que le tenemos más apego a personajes ficticios como, no sé, digamos, una serie de televisión, a anime, una película. What the fuck? ¿No tenía ya la escopeta? ¿Cuántas páginas tengo? Ni siquiera sé cuántos tengo. 16 de 21. 9. 16, 9 y 3. De Doppelganger. Ah, chale, yo pensé que podía agarrar la escopeta, hijo. Oh, a ver. 29, güey. Me faltan 10 todavía, güey. Los poseídos.
The Taken may well be the tool the darkness favors over any other. At some point, they used to be human, but whatever humanity they once had is long gone. Now they're just shells covered and filled by darkness. The Taken Mr. throws at me are more grotesque and varied than the ones I first encountered in Bright Falls. But I know how to deal with them. I'd be lying if I said they don't frighten me. But I've survived worse. I can't let them stop me.
Básicamente, sí. Oh, bueno. Los poseídos, güey, verga. Voy a dar otra vuelta. Chance y encuentro algo. Si no, pues ya me regreso. Hala, sí tiene más aguante, güey.
It's you. How dare you? No, wait. It isn't you, is it? I suppose you'd better come in. I'll unlock the door.
Ah, eso señora, sí me gusta. Déjame pasar. Ah, joder, una de estas teles otra vez, güey. Uy, Dios.
I know what you're thinking. Evil twin, supernatural powers. But most of the time, I just like to keep things basic. I want you to understand that.
Joder, macho, de verdad.
Like this. Need to get your hands dirty? No batteries, no moving parts, just physics. That's technology you can depend on. It's a classic. Speaking of classics, you need to be careful with this one, though. If the victim suddenly twists, you might end up cutting yourself. It's not really a workhorse, but I'm a sucker for this style. Now this is more like it. You've got slip-resistant grip. Believe me, you really want that traction once you're wrist deep in somebody. The blade's stiff enough so it won't open by accident in your pocket, but it's still really easy to open with just one hand. Now that's a big thing for me. I know what you're thinking. It's too big, too heavy. But sometimes you just need the extra oomph. If you're talking intimidation, this is gonna do the job. Also great for dismemberings and whatnot. You know, the messy jobs. I can't tell you how many things I've MacGyvered with this stuff.
Ujú.
Okay, now, guns. Not a big fan. I mean, how are you supposed to really connect with somebody with a bullet?
Ujú.
I want you to understand that. I take pride in what I do. We can't both be worthless hacks, can we?
Hijo de la chingada. Nos llamó farsantes, básicamente, güey. Eso es un insulto, güey. Cuando nos digo hacks, no de hackear, sino es una forma de decir que no sé, tipo. No sé cómo explicarlo bien en español. Es como cuando te dicen que eres un farsante, ¿no? Que tu habilidad no es real o. No sé, güey. Simplemente así es, güey.
You'll have to forgive me, but this feels very strange. It seems like this has all happened before.
Sí, sí,
I
ya.
have the replacement part for your telescope, Doctor.
All right. Let's get it installed.
Yo creo que terminamos la segunda vuelta y acaba el video, güey. Acaba el video. Termina el stream porque sí, ya vamos para la... No quiero que me agarren infraganti, ¿sabes?
I think we can give this a go, although I have this strange feeling that something will
Don't
go
start
wrong.
it up yet. There's a problem with the coolant system.
Yes, that's right. I remember. All right, let me think. If they're sabotaging it, they'll be at the primary coolant pipe outside. If you can secure it, we should be ready to pick up the signal. That is why you're here, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I'll take care of it.
Before you go, if you have the time, I'd appreciate if you came up here and explained a few
Me
things.
cago, es
All
verdad.
of this is very strange to me.
Sí, sí, hay que hablar con ella, güey. Es verdad, se me había olvidado, güey. ¿Cómo corre, güey? También. No me he dado cuenta, güey. Parece un personaje de... Parece que está corriendo una maratón, güey. Vale, no me deja pasar. Ok.
Hello.
I don't quite know what's going on, but I seem to remember having had this encounter before.
It's not deja vu, Doctor. This has happened before. We're caught in a time loop.
That's utterly insane. How could that be?
I can't really explain it. I suppose I could call it magic.
I don't believe in magic.
Neither do I, but I can't argue with what I've experienced. Listen, what matters now is the signal. The last time we only caught a part of it. I need the rest of it. Whether you believe me or not, you want to look into this as much as I do, right?
Yes. All right.
I realize you have trouble with it. Me doy cuenta que te cuesta creer todo esto.
I realize that you have trouble believing this.
That's an understatement. I can't deny that what you say resonates with me on some level I don't pretend to understand. But for all I know, I'm simply delusional.
But it's not just you. I've experienced the same thing as you. Doesn't that prove something, at least?
Maybe. On the other hand, given your appearance, and the fact that you're trying to convince me that I'm not insane, perhaps you're merely a hallucination that accompanies my delusions.
I'm not having a psychotic episode, Doctor.
Empatizo contigo.
For what it's worth, I'm a skeptic by nature. I completely understand your reluctance to believe me.
There are people caught so deep in their psychosis that they retroactively manufacture memories and beliefs that conform to the situation at hand.
Sure, but you have to stop second-guessing yourself at some point, if you want to get something done.
Claro. Pues sí. En algún momento vas a tener que empezar a creer, güey, si quieres hacer las cosas. Si quieres empezar a hacer cosas, güey. La curiosidad. El padre de toda ciencia. Venga. Le di toda la vuelta al telescopio, ahora que me acuerdo, güey. Supongo que no tendría problemas con llegar hasta... Voy a adivinar y creo que voy a llegar hasta el final de aquí. Sí, mira, la atiné. Te lo dije. Iba a llegar hasta el final de la camioneta blanca. A ver. Espérate, carnal. Espérate, carnal. Espérate. Espérate, es por acá. A ver. Ah, ya me acordé, tengo que ir allá, güey, cierto. ¿Sabes qué? Ah, la verga, pues. ¿Cómo crees, güey? Soy hack. Me acabo de saltar tu pinche muro de los huevos, güey. Ay, cabrón. No, ni madre. Ey, ¿qué pasa? JP. Tiempo sin verte. A chuparla. Ay, aquí está el granadero. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Ah, va, güey, no. Uy, fuck, fuck, fuck. Uy, casi me revientan las patas, güey. Hijo de la chingada. Ah, ya te vi. Adiós. Adiós, muy buenas. Sí, ya voy a acabar de todas maneras, güey. Oh, shit. No. Papeado. Joder, güey. Son como franceses, güey. No dejan de venir. ¿Qué pedo? Como que tiempo sin verme. Ya sé, güey. Pero como casi nunca jugamos. Ah, cabrón. Según yo tenía alguien atrás. Bueno. Yo nomás vine por esto. Y me voy. Pero creo que no hay página, por lo que no... Sí, voy para allá. Ah, mira, ¿ya ves? Sí, hay página. ¡Uy, agárralo! Vámonos. Vámonos, adiós. Ya sé, men. Ah... Pero recarga, coño. Me encanta cómo recarga, güey, literal. Nada que ver con el arma, güey. A ver.
These beams hate the light, am I correct? You should be able to turn on the lights and
Doctor, can you
secure
hear
the
me?
area that way.
I think we're good to go.
All right, I'll start looking for the signal. Please, head back.
Ah, sí. Hay que defender, güey. Hija de puta, güey. Me va a aventar el auto desde ahí, bro. Ah, rompió la esa del refrigerante. Wow, wow,
I
wow.
guess they didn't like that.
Ok. Pero sí destruyó un muro, ¿no? ¡Uy, cabrón!
Man, mountains are gonna kill me.
Perdón, ¿qué? Güey, ¿qué quieres? Tarjeta gráfica, ¿no? Es un sorteo. Ah, no sabía que había un sorteo. A la verdad. Me va a atacar con poltergeist, ¿verdad? Sí, ya sé. Joder, en serio. No, no me voy, güey. No, la luz. No, me está apagando la luz. Hijo de puta. A chuparla. A chuparla. A chuparla. Como 300 no se puede fácil, creo. No sé, men. Si me pasas el link, güey, puedo ir, güey. Pero... no sé, men. Ay, qué pendejo. Ah, se cayó. Wow. 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 Simplemente wow. Wow, juego. Ay, güey. Ah, sí, son 3, güey. ¡Oh! Cabrones estos. Ah. Ay, Dios, güey.
It's working. Please, come up here.
Me lleva, güey. Sí, ya sabía que esto iba a ser rápido. Ya me lo acabo, ¿eh? Ya me lo acabo. Llega al autocine, lo activo la arma y me voy a la chingada. A ver.
Find the signal?
Yes, I don't think it's quite the same thing we had, the last time. Still, we're definitely picking it up.
Are we getting the complete signal now?
I'm afraid not. Take a look at it yourself. I'm printing out a hard copy now. I'd like to ask you a question or two before that, though, if you don't mind.
¿En qué estás pensando?
What's on your mind, Doctor?
Most people would find these events extremely disturbing, provided that they survive these creatures, that is. You seem to be quite adept at dealing with the situation. Why is that?
Yes, I was involved in... It's a complex story. I was in this small town, and a horrible thing from another dimension kidnapped my wife and manipulated me into writing this horror story that came true. I learned to fight it with light, and I managed to contain it and free my wife. But I was trapped in its world.
Are you serious?
Absolutely. So, I'm used to reality working in strange or even impossible ways. And I fought these things, not exactly like this, but close enough for a good while now. Of course, I have certain advantages.
¿Algo más?
Was there anything else?
What did you mean when you said you have advantages?
At the risk of sounding like a lunatic, reality is much more fluid than people think. It can be influenced.
I didn't take you for a mystic.
I'm not. I'm a writer. And under certain conditions, I can, for lack of a better word, rewrite reality. Change things.
Sí.
That's absurd.
But it works.
Assuming I believe this, why don't you simply, I don't know, write yourself some superpowers?
It's not quite that simple. You need to follow certain laws of drama, I suppose. You need to think about consistency and symbolism. Often what you write isn't anywhere near as important as what you imply. There are things out there that will take advantage of your mistakes.
You really believe in this?
No me mires así.
Don't look at me like that. You've experienced some of this yourself.
I will gladly admit that something exceedingly strange is going on. But this idea that you're somehow altering reality with your writing is ridiculous. You're essentially saying you're controlling my actions. Leaving aside the rational arguments against this, what gives you the right?
Well, it's more like having a destiny. A path you're on. You're not aware of it, but there it is. If somebody changes it, what difference does it make? It's what every writer does. If you write something that affects one of the characters, they don't really know about that.
I'm not a character. Are you saying that it's all right to take advantage of someone if they aren't aware of it?
Look, all I meant was that if you're genuinely making all your own decisions, and those decisions lead to whatever destiny you have, what practical difference does it make?
I suppose that depends on whether our destinies are determined by things like physics and probabilities, or natural reality, which is presumably neutral and impartial, or by some kind of an intelligence. If it's the latter, that intelligence makes choices based on some criteria. If we suffer as a result of those choices, there's a moral and ethical element involved, regardless of whether we're aware of its manipulations. Wouldn't you agree?
You're taking this very well. I thought you'd be hangry.
I suppose I would be if I thought you could actually do this.
Sí, jódete tú también.
Another printout. Another signal fragment. The message is still not complete, but it's another piece of the weapon he has built against his adversary. Mere words on a piece of paper But in the right hands, they will hold back the darkness.
Claro. Todavía nos falta la tercera y última pieza. The nice free driving. Shit. Iba a decir, por un momento iba a decir la
The
palabra.
last time the man came to the drive-in, it did not end well. He hopes to avoid that fate this time. He hopes that what he has brought with him to this place is enough.
It's enough. No quiero perderme nada, pero estos cabrones luego tienden a esconder páginas bien ojetes, güey. Por ejemplo esto. A esto es lo que me refiero, güey. Literalmente aquí no había nadie, güey. El granadero.
The Taken were always single-minded. They had a certain animal cunning, but they weren't very intelligent. That's one reason why they prefer melee weapons. Actual firearms are too complex for them to use. That's why seeing the one who threw grenades at me surprised me. But of course, they aren't actually grenades. There's no pin to pull, no fuse to set off an explosive, just concentrated darkness.
Claro. Nos están aventando literalmente oscuridad concentrada, güey. Ay, ya es el invierno, güey. Porque sí, güey, los granaderos, estos que avientan granadas, obviamente, por el puto nombre. Sí, la primera vez que los vi sí me espantaron, porque dije, cabrón, ¿cómo que tienen granadas, güey? Y yo me esperé que ya iban a ver.
Serena's probably out of her mind again, but I'm gonna need that key so I can get the power back on.
You again?
I'm really just here to get the keys so I can get the power back on.
Do you want to hold me down? It's okay. I know you like that.
Yeah, I'll just grab the keys.
I could be like your wife, little wifey, waiting at home for hubby. Or you could be the mailman, or the neighbor.
O el vecino.
I'm already married to someone who isn't crazy, thanks. I'm just gonna go and get the power back on.
Aww.
Look, I may or may not be back. I have the access code to the booth already, so once the power is on...
You should totally come see me. We could have fun. You know.
We'll see how it goes. You should sit down or something. Try to stay calm.
I don't want to be calm. I want to be nasty.
Quiero ser
I want to be
traviesa.
nasty with you.
Quiero ser traviesa contigo. Sí,
Okay.
You could
bueno.
do anything you want. You can use my...
Let's not even go there. I was hoping that you'd remember more, but I guess that was too much to ask.
Creo que aquí la vamos a parar. Y yo esperaba que ibas a acordarte un poco más, pero veo que no. Fue pedir demasiado.
I was about to do the weather, but I see we have a caller. Hey, you're on the air with Eddie. What's up?
Hey, Eddie, it's Ricky. You talked about fate before. You think about that a lot?
Not a lot, to be honest, but I take it you do.
¿Qué página? A ver. Ay, pero... Ok. Dame... Los peligros de la creación.
To change the world, you must craft a blueprint for the new reality. Any work of art will do, as long as it's a genuine act of creation. That's what the energies of the dark place respond to. The results may be subtle and perplexing, or far-ranging and momentous. My area of expertise, the written word, gives much more precise results than music or interpretive dance would, for instance. But words can be extremely dangerous. What you define may become reality, but so can that which you imply, even if you don't realize you're doing so.
Sí, porque incluso puede que lo hagas por accidente, güey, pero pues podrías hacer algo con doble sentido, güey, o dar algo explícito que no deberías haber dado, cosas así, güey. Por eso, ay cabrón, existe el dicho de la pluma es más fuerte, la pluma es más poderosa que la espada, güey. Al menos aquí no hay nada. Sí, aquí no hay nada. Solo me estoy asegurando. Oh, una ballesta, güey. Esto es insta-kill, güey, literal. Dame. Esto es... Creo que era insta-kill, güey, pero no me acuerdo. Mira otra página. Equilibrio.
I have changed. I know who I am now. I know that I can write my own fate. Bright Falls taught me that. I know that indulging my weaknesses, giving in to fear and complacency will only drag me down. The Dark Place taught me that. I'm no Zen master. I've not attained enlightenment. But I have learned to let go of the things that I don't need. I know that without that balance within, I become my own worst enemy. Now I strive for equilibrium, and with that, I'm strong enough to get where I want.
A huevo, así es. Eso es todo, pinche Alan. Empodérate, tú puedes, crack. Agarré 1, 2, 3 páginas. Como máximo, yo creo que aquí... mira. Justo eso iba a decir, güey. Aquí había otro. 4 con este, ¿no? A car in the flight.
The car seemed to sail through the crisp mountain air in slow motion, spinning around one axis almost lazily. The moment was hypnotic. Then it struck the pipeline in a shower of sparks, the impact turning the windshield into a burst of safety glass. As it hit the ground, I snapped out of my reverie. The car was rolling downhill, slowing down as every bump killed momentum but still coming. The fence wouldn't be enough to stop it.
Muy bien. El carro que nos aventó la presencia oscura hace unos momentos. Bueno, la presencia oscura no, el señor Chirridos, básicamente. Lo malo es que de esta arma solo puedo llevar 8 balas, bueno, 8 balas, 8 de la misma munición, güey, al mismo tiempo. Aquí vamos otra vez. Joder, macho. Oh. Okay. Hijo de puta, se me peló. ¡Ay! No. Hijo de perra. Adiós. Otra tele, joder, macho. Está viendo la...
I want to talk about Alice.
Hijo de puta.
Just look at her. She's really beautiful, isn't she? Your wife. Well, our wife, really. Just my wife soon. Don't worry. I'm not gonna treat her like the others. She's special. If I wanted her dead, she would be. I've been around for a while now.
Oh. No sabía eso.
So talented. You haven't seen her new work, of course. Oh, it takes my breath away. Really, she's that good.
¿Eso es fotografía o es dibujo?
Did you know that I've got a wedding ring, too? We're that similar. She's seen me a couple times, you know? I've let her catch glimpses. She thinks she's imagining things, of course. She thinks you're dead. It might as well be. I mean, even if you manage to keep surviving, you'll be in my trap forever. So I'll go to her. It'll be an amazing moment. Oh my God, you're alive. I'll be the good, loving husband for as long as I can stand it. She'll love it. One day, somehow, it'll happen. Maybe I'll slip up, she spots something, or maybe she just starts running her mouth. And then I'll do it.
La va a matar.
It's gonna be sweet.
Hijo de puta. No, güey.
My darling wife.
Qué asco, güey. Hay que detener a este sujeto ya, güey. Urge, cabrón. Pero, espérame. Ah, bueno, ya cuando vaya para allá. Ya cuando... Oh, mira, aquí hay otro. Perfecto. El doble.
It's obvious that for all his power, Mr. is an agent of another greater being. The dark place he came from is full of terrible alien intelligences, dark presences, and none of them should be let loose in our world. He serves one of them. He'll open the way for them if I don't stop him. But he'll do more. He'll take over my life. He already has my face. He already uses my name. He'll become Alan Wake in every way imaginable and corrupt everything, unless I can stop him.
Sí. Sí. Concuerdo, literalmente. Si no lo detenemos, güey, va a corromper todo, güey. Sería lo mejor. Punto de control alcanzado. Voy a seguir. Ah, vale, son las luces de un... Son los faros de un auto, güey. Pensé que era una página. No me lastima tanto explorar, güey. Pero... Gracias. No, si hubiera una página aquí ya habría aparecido. No hay. Aquí me van a atacar, güey. Oh, mira, página, perfecto. Sabía. Joder, aquí viene. Oh, pensé que iba a venir alguien. El plan.
I have created the weapon that can put an end to this. A blueprint to a new reality. All I have to do is survive long enough to use it. My arrival from the dark place will be painful and difficult. These pages may be lost. But one way or another, I'll send the parts I really need to myself. If I make it outside, I have a chance. Mr. is more powerful than I am, but he can't change the rules in the middle of the game. He's not a creator. I am.
Así es, coño. Nosotros somos el escritor. Nosotros creamos. Pero... Ah, mira, otra página perfecta, güey. Ya con esto me puedo ir tranquilo. Vale. Crossbow arrow. Ah, espérame. La trampa del señor Scratch.
The trap Mr. is
Del
set
señor
for me
Chirridos.
is as simple as it is impossible. Whenever I reach him, he sends me back to the beginning of the maze. It's a loop in time. I go through it only to end up where I started. There's a brutal genius to it. If I die, it's over for me. If I survive, I end up where I started. Sooner or later, the odds will catch up with me. And in the meantime, he gets to toy with me. But that's why I have a chance. He's caught in this pattern just as much as I am. I know where he'll be, and I'm prepared.
Sí, básicamente. Él también está atrapado tanto como nosotros en este pinche bucle temporal, güey. Uy, shit. Adiós. No, 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 no. Terrible, terrible todo. Oh, fuck. Arizona, Texas. ¿Sabes? Ya ni me acuerdo en qué tiempo está. Se supone que el tiempo donde transcurren los eventos de Bright Falls son por el 2003, ¿no? ¿2008, 2009? Según yo recuerdo, güey, pero no estoy seguro. Y esto ya sería como 2 años después, güey, tengo entendido.
You're like a little hamster in a wheel. Go ahead and keep running for all the good it'll do ya.
No. ¡Ay, hijo de perra! No. No voy a ganar, güey. Adiós. ¿Qué es esto, güey? Rifle de asalto. Es verdad. Tío, no me había acordado. Joder, no me había acordado de esto, güey. Voy a pasar nada más acá por puro pinche placer de hacerlo, güey, ¿sabes? No hay página, perfecto, me regreso. Ya nomás me queda cargador y medio, güey, de la pistola. Ah, puedo llevar 15, no sabía. Ah, perfecto, ya puedo llevar más, güey. ¡Ay! Perdón, pareciera que estoy loco, pero es que... Oh, hay una página. Ajá, pero está dentro del... What the fuck? ¿Es por acá? Y hay otro, güey. ¿Ya cuántas páginas ha agarrado, güey? Voy a apagar esa luz y me regreso. Creo que no he muerto ni una sola vez en este juego, ¿verdad? Qué bueno soy, la puta madre. Antes, en el original, creo que sí me morí como unas varias veces, güey. Pero la mitad de las veces que morí fue por culpa del juego, güey. Por alguna estupidez, o no sé, tipo... a ver. 39. Me falta uno para el... Sobreviviendo en el lugar oscuro.
The dark place is utterly hostile to human life. It eats at your mind, wants you to succumb to madness. Your own thoughts can turn against you. Every shadow conceals a threat that attacks at the slightest sign of weakness. You're under endless assault. Every day is a struggle for survival. But I've learned to take care of myself. I focus on Alice, our life together, my need to be with her. That takes me a long way in the dark place. As long as I have my gun and the flashlight.
A huevo. Sí, no, es tricky. Es tricky, 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 güey. Ya tengo 40, güey. Oh, ya tengo para la escopeta de asalto. Serena Valdivia. ¿Quién es esta?
For Serena Valdivia, burning the midnight oil was more of an exception than a rule. A procrastinator and a perfectionist, she often worked when she wouldn't be disturbed. Tonight was especially important. The film festival would open tomorrow, and there was still so much to sort out. It wasn't that the work hadn't been done. She just didn't feel like she had completely mastered everything yet.
Ah, ya, la poseída esta, ya me acordé. Ah, pude llevar 25. La escopeta de Chimasa, no. A ver. Ah, perfecto. Solo era uno. ¡Ay! Malditas arañas. ¿En serio, bro? Adiós. Ok. Hija de... No lo vi, güey. Vale. Ay, malditas. Cómo las detesto, Dios mío. Ay, qué... Ok. Ah, joder. No, hombre, eran un vergo, güey. Qué pedo. Bueno, ya vamos. Ah, ok. Vale, aquí era la salida, vámonos. Vámonos, vámonos. Espera, guardo. Ahora sí, vámonos. No quiero que...
If you die, you lose. If you quit, you lose. If you make it to the end of the loop, you still lose. Sucker.
¡Ay, hijo de puta! ¡Oh, qué buena! Ay, sí, güey, este es un pinche one shot, güey. Es el mejor, es la mejor arma del juego, güey. Relativamente hablando. Está reproduciendo la pinche película de ese pendejo. Punto de control alcanzado. Tengo que hablar con Selena. Puta madre. Ay, güey, no mames. Corre, 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 corre. Las fuentes de oscuridad, güey. Hijo de ver. Hijo de... Gasté una munición al pendejo, pero bueno. No pasa nada. Ya vamos a acabar de todas maneras, ¿no? ¿Dónde está la luz, güey? Pick up the flare. Ah, aquí está.
It's you.
I guess you're back to normal again?
I don't know if I'm ever gonna be normal, but thanks. I know you...
Ay, lo... Verga. No se pareces... No pareces estar alterada.
You don't seem too weirded out even though this is happening again.
Honestly, that pales in comparison with having that thing inside my head. I mean, it's crazy, but...
I understand. I can really mess you up.
This is weird. I think what he did left something. I can feel that things are different. I just know that time's acting wrong. I don't know how to describe it. It's like I can sense it.
I'm not surprised. A close encounter with these forces, It stays with you. Changes the way you see things. Some people can't deal with that. They just lose it.
Well, it's early yet. I'm not ruling anything out.
I'm gonna go make my way into the projector booth.
Ya me voy al
Okay.
proyector.
Is there anything I can do? About the situation, I mean?
No, it's a trap for me. I'm gonna have to go deal with it.
Uh-huh. And you got a plan, is that it?
I think I have a chance. Yeah.
Vale. Se va. Voy a agarrar la munición de aquí. Y me boto a la verga. Vale. Seguimos.
Are you getting it yet, genius?
Ah, sí le di, güey. Pero no es... No. Pero no fui capaz de dañarlo ni nada, güey. Ah, la verdad. Adiós. Lo bueno es que esto es rápido. Adiós. 2 de 3. Vámonos. Ok. Esto está yendo de mal en peor, güey. No lo ven, pero güey, literalmente mi pantalla, mi monitor se está yendo a la puta, güey. Ay, le acaba de crecer otro moretón en la pantalla, güey. No me había ni fijado, güey. No sé en qué momento pasó, güey.
The champion of light knows that the time itself is about to end. At least for him. He can feel the dead end rushing towards him. But there is time to act. Incomplete or not, he has the weapon.
I don't have the whole thing. But maybe it's
There was
enough.
a film nor postal visible. Spotlight illuminated the red. Ok. Ahora. 1, 2, 3. Es ahí. Vale. Había una luz iluminando el extintor. Pero todavía falta lo demás, ¿no?
Not enough.
Sí. No fue suficiente.
You're trying to be cute, aren't you? What are you up to? It's a waste of time, buddy. You should just lie down and die. Let me take over. This is the only thing you've got coming to you. From here to eternity. No matter how many times you come back.
Bien. Volvemos al inicio.
Time folds back on itself. Again, his senses scream as the very impossibility of what is happening assaults them. But the champion of light endures.
Sí, ya. Es la última.
Each time he gets a little closer. Each time another detail falls into place. Now the trap works against the herald of darkness.
Uy. Se cae. Vale. Aquí ya sería rápido, la verdad. Hijo de... Ah, no me acordaba de estos güeyes.
Shit. What are you, the King Hillbilly?
Muere. Ay, verga, la fallé. Wow. ¿Y tú? ¡Uy, güey! Sí aguanta el flechazo, güey. ¡Ay, güey! ¡Aguanta un chingo! ¡Ay, corre! ¡Ah, no mames, güey! Estamos casi llenos y hicimos otros amigos nuevos. Ya no la armas, bro. Ya voy para allá, güey. Ya voy para allá, ya. Nomás hago el guardado y me voy, güey. ¿Qué dice esto? Los viejos... Ahorita leo eso, güey. No me va a dar tiempo. Lo leeré cuando haga el otro episodio. Ahorita no. Tú corre. No puedo llevar más.
Right on cue, bubbling to the surface from untold depths, the horrors come. The emerging monsters do not expect the warm reception that has already been prepared for them.
Oh, perro. Ok, ya puso las piezas antes de que llegáramos bien. Ya voy, jueguense una. Vámonos. Reescribir la realidad. Bien. ¡Córrele, gorro! Nope. Nope. Adiós.
Next stop, saving Emma.
Ah, no puedo, güey. Tengo que... Joder, macho. 1, 2, 3. Vámonos. Adiós. Ay, fallé, güey. Adiós.
Is it bad that this time I just went, oh, he's gonna be right along to save my ass?
Ay, madre mía.
Not as long as I show up, I guess.
¡Ah! Adiós. Ajá, adiós. Oh. No, me cago en la...
Clear now.
Bien.
Yeah, thanks for saving me again. I'd hate to die before I'm scheduled to be murdered.
I guess I have you to thank for setting everything up at the oil derrick.
Yeah, well, I figured that if we were going to go over this again, we might as well try to be smart about it, huh?
I appreciate it. You took a big chance doing that. You okay?
What do you think? I've died twice. I remember everything pretty clearly now. You said I was gonna be okay.
I don't know what happened.
It's not your fault.
Hmm.
I think one of those, what did you call them? The takers? I think they did something to the power and they got me that way.
I'm sorry.
But I got the keys from the dead guy in that room. And I'm not handing them over until you do something about this. I'm sick of getting killed.
Fair enough.
Me parece justo. Pero, híjole.
You seem calmer now.
I tried freaking out. It didn't do much good for me. I guess you get used to the craziest stuff.
Good for you.
Plus, I figured I'd take the edge off, you know?
Mm-hmm. Those herbal supplements are pretty good, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Te lo quería explicar, pero...
I wanted to try to explain things to you now since you're calmer, but maybe this isn't the best time after all.
Oh, shit, yeah. Better not get all metaphysical on me now. seriously, I'm like 2 sentences away from thinking how we could all be like atoms on God's skin or something.
Or figments of somebody's imagination?
Wow. I'm just gonna try to chill out and not think about that or getting murdered or anything, if you're cool with that.
Gotcha.
Entiendo. Vale. Aquí lo vamos a dejar todo, gente. Ha sido un placer. Esto... Pues sí, ya. Solo faltaría la última. La última vuelta. Así que... Bueno. Espérame. ¿Por qué chingados hace para arriba? Gracias. Bueno. Buenos días, tardes o noches, dependiendo a qué hora estés viendo este stream. Soy yo, el Joestar, y nos veremos luego, agentes.
The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. You feel me? Yeah. And it's just something slight like a 2-minute pillow fight, alright? Even when things seem like they're run down, you gotta find the light in you. You hold the light to illuminate the answers. Yeah. Everything's run down, run down, run down. Everything's run down, run down, run down. Oh, everything's run down, run down, run down.